As a kid, did you ever race your best friend in one of those two-person inflatable bouncy house courses? Literally some of the best memories from my childhood. Nowadays, everybody gets mad at you if you run over a kid in one of these inflatables. And thankfully, Stumble Guys doesn't. If you haven't heard, Stumble Guys is a multiplayer, free-to-play, competitive, you heard that right, competitive obstacle course game where you can compete in 32-player races, elimination, and team games. You could run, you could stumble, you could fall, you could do whatever it takes to survive the chaos across the finish line first. And throughout this process, you can level up, earn those rewards, earn those custom skins, and a ton of other stuff that looks pretty dope. And to top things off, you can also up the difficulty. Stumble Guys has its own ranked mode where you can literally master your skills and then compete with other players to find out if you are in fact the Stumble Guy. Stumble Guys is available on Steam, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, iOS, Android, literally everywhere. And it's also got cross-play. So for your friends that don't want to 1v1 you, tell them they got no excuse. You could play at home, you could play on the go, you could play on the toilet. If you want to hop on and play Stumble Guys today with me, use creator code Aztecross, or you can visit the link in the description below to download Stumble Guys today. You're saying Bungie is fixing my new favorite exotic in the game? The exotic that is literally the exotic I can't take off. I've only been playing with this exotic with every single build. Matter of fact, I'm build number 3 right now. That exotic? You mean specifically this beautiful exotic that's only going to get better week over week with the ability to load out Onslaught in week 3? Week 2? Week 3? Week 3? Week 3? You mean this particular exotic that has DPS rivaling that of an Impetus Merciless, the ability to chew through majors and champions alike, while simultaneously having the added clearing capabilities of one of our rocket-assisted sidearms. This exotic, the Destiny 2 team, while we're greatly enjoying your domination of enemies leveraging the new Choir of One exotic auto rifle, we wanted to make sure to communicate early that there are currently a couple bugs that we've identified with the weapon. You don't say. The weapon is holding far more ammo in reserves than was originally intended. This is actually something we noticed in our... We did a deep dive review already, guys. And that was like one of the most standout things was that the total damage far exceeded any other special weapon. Like when I say far exceeded, okay, at Greg, it was doing like 1 million, sometimes 1.5 million more total damage in comparison to other special weapons that would be out of ammo. The hipfire projectiles are dealing more damage than intended when buffed by divinity. Dude, I knew something was up. I didn't want to say anything, but I knew the other day when we were damage testing, the damage numbers jumped up way higher when we had a div bubble. I don't know what it is. Again, you want to be within 7.5 meters to get the full damage from Choir of One. But there was something about when you were within 7.5 meters and you were shooting into a div bubble, that damage was nuts, dude. I mean, we were doing almost the entire health bar of Greg with just a well in divinity. Now, I think this is still going to be a fantastic weapon. I don't know. It kind of depends. It kind of depends. Hold on. Let's just continue here. We've started planning bug fixes for these, but we're holding them until episode 2 so you can have a fun time. All in all, this is a bank error in your favor. Go shred some raid bosses or leverage those auto rifle artifact mods and grandmasters. Show us the mayhem. We'll have more details on a fix in the next month or so. Until then, have fun. First comment right here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Before you implement the Bungie no fun team nerfs for this weapon, how about fixing the final boss from the exotic quest? I would think that would have a higher priority than the exotic weapon no fun team needs. What is the bug? What is this bug that he's talking about? Is there a bug? Okay, it says right here. You've been reading correct. The final boss is really bugged in my case. The trigger mechanics for the second DPS round won't trigger and you're stuck just sitting there. Oh. Is it a skill issue? You can become soft locked while holding the key. Oh, I don't know, man. I haven't run into an issue, but I did hear that it has some bugs. All right, hold on. Yes, the boss does have some bugs. As a reply here, as noted in the comms, we're specifically holding the above mentioned bug fixes for episode 2 to allow some fun. The team is tracking a few issues with the exotic mission, solve bloggers, among other things. Once we have details on the fixed timelines, we'll be sure to shout them out. Thanks for the reply. My point is you all normally announce that there's challenges with the final boss and it's being worked on. We haven't seen that yet specifically. We'll follow up folks to get some Bungie help comms out. Here's the thing, guys. I guess we have to ask ourselves, is doing over 3 million damage at Greg with a special weapon, is that too much? You know what I'm saying? Is that a little too much? And you saw us doing damage phases the other day. I mean, we're talking almost the entire health bar from one person using this auto rifle. Well, let's have some fun. Look, that's the thing. We have the next 5 weeks to have fun. We have the next 5. How long? How much more time? 5 weeks? It's 5 weeks? We have about 5 weeks to have fun. And with artifact mods, you're able to pick that up even more. I think for how I use the auto rifle, I think my builds are going to be okay. Outside of the reserve nerf, that's where Bungie, like, I wonder how they're going to make that adjustment. Because right now, like, this is my build that we were using yesterday. This is actually Voidus build that we were doing our solo onslaught runs for. And we're rocking double special. And the reason why we're able to rock double special is because the ammo economy of Choir of One is so good. It's phenomenal. At the same time, though, that's kind of like its biggest pro over, you know, that and the damage, of course, but over using something like Merciless, right? I hope Bungie doesn't hurt it too much. I'm so tired of this shit, dude. It's powerful, but it's situational. So let me ask you. Okay, so there are 3 options. Actually, there are 4 options. There are 4 options. Option number 1, the weapon drops on us this week, and it's just a weaker version of other weapons, and it's not even worth being an exotic. That has happened multiple times with previous exotics. I'm not going to call them out, but you know what they are. Option number 2, it rolls out the way that it has. It's very, very strong, almost overpowered. We have fun with it. We enjoy our time with it, and then it gets nerfed going into the second episode. Option number 3, it rolls out just as powerful, and it's very, very strong, and Bungie never touches it, and now we have power creep. And then option number 4, Bungie says, screw your fun, we're nerfing it now. Destiny Fun Police rolls in, kills it. Out of those 4 options, which one of those gets you the most erect? That should have been a common sense one, right? I don't know where I was going with that. It sounded good in my head. They're killing the game anyways. Power creep me, baby. What if the game is not actually going to die? Not in a development sense. What if, hold on, let's just theory craft here. What if the people that are working on Destiny are working on it to continue making more Destiny? And what if that requires us to have a healthy meta? The code is never ending with this game. Hasn't died yet. You know what I mean? Hasn't died yet. All right. Well, guess what, Bungie? I mean, guess what, Destiny community? We don't have an option. We get option 2. You get to have fun with it for the next 6 weeks, and then it's gone. It's dead. Or maybe it's still kind of good. Maybe it's still usable. I will say my only concern with this right here is Bungie, don't go too hard on the ammo reserves. Just a small little dial back. Just tap it back just a little bit. Not much, just a little bit, and we'll be okay, right? Wait, whoa. They said they're going to dial it back by 200? Oh, what? Wait, hold on. Somebody give me the Reddit thread. Let me read this from the source. Let me read this from the source. Is it dialing to 200 or is it dialing back by 200? It's a big fucking difference. It's a big fucking difference. Let me see. Y'all said DMG put out some stuff on it. Hold on, let me look. All right, so hold on. FYI, Choir of One team's holding on the fixes to let y'all have some good old fun. We'll have more details in the coming week. Until then, send us clips of you deleting raid bosses. Gotcha. All right, so okay, right now, okay, look, here we go. Do you or the team know what the intended amount of reserve ammo is, or is that subject to change as the fixes are looked at in Word Talk? So from DMG right here, right now, it's 400 plus with armor mods and whatnot. Should be closer to 200. Can we meet in the middle here, DMG, Bungie? Can we meet at 300? 300 I can work with. If you can meet me in the middle on that, I'm okay. I understand the shenanigans that it's doing with Divinity, but if we can meet what about 275? All right. If I absolutely have to settle, 285. 285. I do 285. I do 285. I can work with 285. Again, this is my favorite weapon in the game. I mean, really, I haven't played with an exotic. Like, yeah, we've played with exotics that are pretty good, right? But dude, this is, and you got to understand, it's competing against Ergosome and Steel Hunt and a number of different exotics in this slot. And Choir of One literally showed up and said, I got this. I am now your meta ho option. And that it is. Oh my God, I freaking love this gun.
Slap that like button like your mama told you right.